about 3 months after my child was born. This was 10 years ago. About 3 months after my child was born, he passed away from SIDS right in the middle of the night. And it was one of the worst things you can wake up to. I obviously, I can say that it caused PTSD for me. It was a really, really hard thing for me and anybody else that was around it at the time. And sometimes it's still a little hard after 10 years. But anyway, that happened. I started going to church. And I started going to church. We had the funeral at just to kind of cope with the pain of losing my son, my first son. And about a year after he passed away, we had another kid, which my son's now 9. When he became about 1, I was still depressed and suicidal, stopped going to church, went back to my old ways. I was really down just through all the stuff that I had been through, losing a good friend of ours to losing my son. And then, like I said, after he was about a year old, my ex and I separated, and with me already being depressed, it just piled on top of me. And I was done with living. I thought, if I passed away, nobody come to my funeral anyway. It was the thoughts just rolling through my head, should I even be here? And just I was just fed up with life, and I tried hanging myself. From that lifestyle, man, to where I'm at now, I give God all the credit, because he took me from that, man, and made me who I am today, man. Buying this first house, man, first marriage. I got a new little baby. I got my 9-year-old son who's with me from time to time. I mean, I'm pretty connected in ministry. Me and my wife met in ministry, like I was telling you. We met in youth ministry together, and we were both youth leaders over troubled teenagers. But when I became a Christian, though, all that changed, and I could look back at my old lyrics and realize, man, what was I thinking? It just wasn't no purpose in my lyrics. And I've been doing Christian rap now for 9 years, and my hope in it is that people would come to Christ, come to know Christ through the music, and that they would also have some direction to cope with the things they've been through. I've used a lot of my past experiences in my music, and the answer to that, the answer to those problems was Jesus.
With me as I'm rolling through the city, you the guide of the city, you the guide of the state, you the guide of this nation. It's you I elevate. About 9 years ago, yeah, I got saved. Never since then, I ain't been the same. It's like a light came on and I could see some things, and I had to do more than just rearrange. Now I'm having fun in the sun. Summertime. Always on my mind. But until that day, I get that joy you can't take away. Yeah, it's more than a smile on my face. It's way deep down in my heart, and it's here to stay. Do you know what it's like when you step into the light? Come on, man. And I can see the evidence.